Thanks for coming to Micro K-12's TechFest 2021, this 10th annual conference. I am here with a fellow colleague, Ben Baer. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, John Jay. Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. He is here with HP, and we get to learn a lot about it today. So can you walk us through a little bit about HP?
Yeah, so HP is the #1 selling notebook and desktop in the world. They are one of the safest devices in the world, and they are a huge player in the education space, especially in Chrome. But we are now seeing more of their ProBook lineup become more and more popular, not only because of price, but because of the durability of them, as well as some additional features they offer.
Gotcha. And what would you consider one of the main products at HP?
I think for education, it's definitely the Chromebooks.
Okay.
But then for non-Chrome, we're looking at the 400 series. So the 440, the 445, 450, 455,
Okay.
and then their new lineup, which replaces streams, the 250 and the 255, which are more Windows devices geared towards students.
Nice. Are you seeing more of a trend of Chromebooks or more Windows? Do you have a preference of what are you seeing more of nowadays at EDU?
It's split. We see a lot of, students are on Chrome, so it's a lot of Chrome. So HP's kind of reinventing some of their Chrome. They have the Garage Pen coming out, which is really cool. But we are seeing a lot more Windows refreshes. So we're seeing a lot more Windows devices being purchased for teachers and staff. And also we're seeing with esports becoming more popular and STEM being pushed, we're seeing more workstations actually start to go into schools.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned esports because that's a hot conversation right now and it's on the rise. So with these products with HP, what are some of the benefits for school districts that you can provide?
Yeah, absolutely. So with our notebooks, you get the HP Sure Suite. So that's Sure Click, Sure Recover, Sure Start, and it's a totally managementless security system.
Okay.
So IT directors, IT managers don't have to worry about malicious malware attacks because the HP Sure platform takes care of it all, and that's a huge plus in the education industry. The second thing is HP has education geared devices, right? They may be mainstream, but they're sensitive to the education customers that they're putting out. And in doing so, they're really able to target, as well as with Washington State and esports becoming a varsity sport, they're getting more visibility into their own line.
Gotcha. Well, it's nice to hear that, and I love the phrase that you use with management list. That was really that's a really important topic of conversation, especially where a lot of eyes have to be in many different facets of the workspace and education space. So can you give me a little bit of maybe like secrets of HP that maybe people don't know that you'd like them to know and be aware of?
Yeah, I think the one thing about HP is they are the #1 partner with AMD. And I know a lot of people might have bad taste about AMD in their mouth, but HP and AMD have really done a great job in partnership, and some of the AMD chip devices, not only do they have a better price point, but they can outperform the Intel. The other thing is when durability is an issue with devices, HP's devices not only are mil-spec tested, but have passed. That's a big thing when other vendors say they're mil-spec tested. Ask them, are they all tested in the 10 categories? And have they all passed? HP's the only one that has passed.
Gotcha. That sounds like a very crucial factor that maybe it seems, the way I'm hearing at least, that most have overlooked. So I really would need to highlight on that. And for those school districts that are interested in more HP products or learning more, how can they reach out to you?
Yeah, so we have a team inbox. If they email edu@microk12.com, it'll go to our team inbox and just kind of put interested in HP, introduce yourself, and one of our inside sales reps will get in contact with you.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much, Ben, for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the rest of your TechFest, and we'll talk to you later, okay?
All right, well, thanks, Andre. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.